The Inventronics EUW dual output channel drivers have two working modes. The complementary mode can be applied to tunnel lighting, street lighting, and many other applications. In this mode, the brightness and color temperature of the luminaire can be adjusted independently, similar to a water tap where adjusting the temperature does not affect the flow, and adjusting the flow does not affect the temperature. Here are the steps to set up complementary mode. First, open the Inventronics multi-programmer software. Next, connect the EUW series driver to the Inventronics PRG MUL2 programmer. After completing the connections to the Inventronics programmer, click the Read button in our software to read out the driver information. Then click on the dimming setting and choose Modify Dual Mode. The default dimming mode is 0 to 10 volt. Then, you will click on the output current setting and set the current output value according to the expected power of the luminaire. For example, if you want a total output current of 1 amp for both output channels, you will set it to 1 amp. Then, click the Write button to program the configuration file to the driver. For tunable white luminaires with two color temperature channels of 3000K and 6000K, you can connect a multimeter in series with the driver output channels to detect the current level. Also, two 100K ohm potentiometers can be connected to the driver dimming wire to simulate resistor dimming. Here are the steps to adjust color temperature and brightness. When adjusting the color temperature knob, the color temperature of the luminaire changes continuously while the total power of the two output channels remains the same. When adjusting the brightness knob, the power of the whole fixture changes while the color temperature remains the same. The color temperature remains the same when adjusting the brightness, and the brightness remains the same when adjusting the color temperature. In addition, you can program the color temperature and brightness required at different times of the night through the product's own timer function, greatly optimizing the system solution. The independent mode of the EUW dual channel drivers can be applied to horticulture lighting applications. In this mode, the two output channels are controlled independently with simple logic and equipped with a creative function called power transfer. This function is recommended for use when a certain spectral LED is only used for a short, specific period of time. Here are the steps to set up independent mode. First, click on the dimming setting and select Modify Dual Mode. Next, you will choose Independent Mode, which has the power transfer function. Then you will modify the maximum power transfer output of channel 2. For example, if you set this value to 50%, after output channel 1 is dimmed to off, 50% of the power of channel 1 will be transferred to channel 2. If the power transfer function is not used, you can uncheck this function. Next, you will click the output current setting and modify the current value of both channels to 0.5 amps. Click Write to program the configuration file to the driver. By adjusting the resistor value of channel 1 and channel 2, we can set the dim level. According to the driver configuration, when channel 1 is dimmed to off, 50% of the power is transferred to channel 2, which is an increase from 0.5 amps to 0.75 amps. In this mode, both channels can be dimmed to off simultaneously.